By definition, an antenna is a metal whip designed to receive and transmit radio signals within a given area.
It's BS in the Morning on KSLQ and Westplex 1071.
It is BS.show. I'm Shelley. She's Brad. Together we make BS, and we make the best BS on Friday because it's the best day of the week. Right, Shelley?
Is today finally Friday?
Today is finally Friday.
I have lost a day, and I swear.
Well,
First
Shelley,
of all, I thought Wednesday was Friday.
this year,
And then I thought Thursday was Friday.
this year you've lost a month, I think.
You know what? That could not be farther from the truth.
Poor Shelley's not had a good year. It's been a little bit tough for Shelley. So we're going to be nice to her, and I won't make fun of her at all.
What?
I won't make fun of you at all. I won't do anything to make fun of you today. Okay?
Oh, God, it's going to be one of those days, isn't it?
That's what she said.
Yes, I won't do anything to make fun.
Uh-huh.
I won't do anything to make fun of you.
Of course.
Ew, covers
I'm
the
sure
crevices
that-
of the meat. No.
That's what she said.
I won't do it.
I won't do this.
I won't do
this.
Because just like pickle juice, it just sits there and soaks into the bun.
I won't do that.
That was mustard. Blah.
I need a whole new burger if there's mustard on it.
Yeah, she doesn't like burgers. She doesn't like.
No, I don't like Freddy's.
And Shelley, the world is still reeling over the international incident with Shelley because of Bojo.
Shelley, I resigned so that I could come to America and be with you. For you I will even comb my hair. Can I live in your basement?
The guy who used to be the Prime Minister of England wants to live in Shelley's basement. I mean, what? What is that?
It's a nice basement.
Yes. And he's got...
It needs to be cleaned, maybe saged, but other than that, it's good.
He's got a new washer and dryer, right?
I do.
Yeah, well, you'll let him use that, right? That's on the first floor, but you'll let him come upstairs out of the basement and use the washer and dryer.
There's a washer and dryer down there.
Oh my God, he's got his own washer and dryer.
His own kitchen.
Oh my
his
God,
own
he's got the deal.
workout area.
By the way,
it never gets used. FYI.
I have something to tell you, which I was informed of yesterday, which I went, what?
What's that?
I was under investigation by the Missouri Highway Patrol.
Why?
I'll tell the story next hour. It's so weird and so bizarre. I'm going like, when this person told me this, I'm going, what? And they said, yes, you were being investigated by the Missouri Highway Patrol. Because what happened at a campaign event? This is so weird. It's so weird.
What happened at a campaign event?
Well, I'll tell the whole goofy story. It's just like...
Is that the one you get kicked out of?
I'm not sure if it's the same one, but
or is it a different one?
Well,
you got kicked out of?
Okay, the story on that one is, and whatever, Bill Eigel will not talk to me anymore because I got invited not by Bill Eigel. You know, it might have been the same event. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Okay, I've known Bill Eigel for quite some time. Bill Eigel used to own a company called St. Louis Skylights, and he was an advertiser in this very station.
Yes.
And then he sold that company. He ran for office. Matter of fact, he ran for office. He's been in like a state senate for a long time. He's on his second term. Second term. I can't remember if he's still in or not. You know, they stagger it to the point where I don't know. Is he up for election now or is he out? I don't know. I don't know.
I can't remember if I saw one of his 50,000 signs or not.
Well, there's an interesting story about
He's
that.
not on our station, so.
Well, there's an interesting story about that. There's less signs out there, but that's a whole other story. Okay, so anyway, we'll talk about that later. Anyway, I got invited to a campaign event for him, but I didn't get invited by him. In other words, I had someone invite me who called me at the last minute and said,
you were their plus one.
Well, no, I was actually there's plus 8. They'd bought a bunch of tickets for an event. It was a fundraiser for Bill Eigel, and they bought a bunch of tickets. At the last minute, somebody couldn't go, and someone I know called me up and said, hey, would you like to go to this event? And I go, yeah. I mean, but you know, we have to buy a ticket. You have to buy a ticket, but I'll be there at the event, and if you get there, I'll give you your ticket, and everything will be fine. Okay, fine. So I get to the event. You know what? I'll tell the story next hour.
Well, don't forget, because now I'm invested.
It's just to the point where it's like, what? You know what? I can't remember if this happened 2 years ago. I have to look. I can't remember. The whole thing is so bizarre and weird. Now, having said that, what's interesting about this is, and I'll tell the story, which will sort of make sense next hour, hopefully. Did you see this bizarre incident where this guy who's running for the governor of New York was attacked yesterday while he was on stage?
No.
This is getting so weird.
It's just ridiculous. I mean, it's almost
First off, I shouldn't say
It's ridiculous.
on stage. He was doing some event out in Nowheresville, New York. You know, everybody gets the idea that New York is all like New York City, but there's a whole big old state called New York, and there's especially an area called upstate New York where a lot of it is very rural. You know, I mean, there's not a lot, you know, it's farming and stuff like that. Anyway, he's like on some temporary stage, and some dude just nonchalantly walks up on the stage like, you know, he's like part of the crew or something like that. And even the witnesses in the crowd thought, we thought he was adjusting the microphone or something like that. All of a sudden, he grabs something out of his pocket and he goes after the candidate for the governor, this Republican dude. And what's interesting is, you know, if it would have been the governor, they would have had the state police there, you know, the bodyguards and the whole bit. Well, this guy running for office, even for the governor of New York, even though he's not, you know, he's not an official governmental person, he's just running for the office, no security. So one of the guys, I think he was there for like an AmVets convention or something like that, you know, someplace in New York.
Yeah.
One of the AmVets dude took this guy down. You know, like Joe AmVet guy takes this guy down. You know, there's a fight.
the one that's
Trying to stab
trying to hurt
trying to hurt the governor, the candidate for the governor. Yeah, and there's video of this. It's bizarre. And the governor, they wrestle this guy down. There's video of him, like, you know, wrestling this guy down on the ground, the whole bit, you know. And then the governor, the candidate for governor, I'll have to pull the guy's name up, at least give him his name. He just keeps talking. You know, it's like, okay, somebody just tried to kill me. No problem. I'll just finish my campaign speech. You know, I'm going like,
I waited all this time.
Right.
One little mugger isn't going to take away my shine.
That guy trying to stab me is not going to interrupt my speech. I'm giving this speech no matter what. I don't care what you say. I'm giving this speech. You try to kill me, I'm just going to have the AmVet guy, you know, put you down on the ground, and I'm just going to get back up and get the rest of my...
Those AmVet guys are like
military. Once again, there's certain people you don't want to mess with, right? That is so true. There's certain people in life that especially if they've been in the Marines, you don't want to mess with them. The Air Force guys, you know, Air Force guys.
Boys?
Yeah, you can probably get away with a little bit with the Air Force guys because your husband's ex-Air Force, right?
Yeah, well, he's not ex-Air Force. He's retired from the military.
Well, that's what I meant. I mean, but he was in the Air Force, right?
Yes.
But typically the Air Force guys are not the scrappers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be pejorative to them, but the Air Force guys are usually the ones that are not the guys. You don't hear too many bar fights with.
They're not the ones on the ground.
Well, you don't hear too many bar fights with Air Force dudes. You know what I mean? You hear of bar fights for sure with the Marines and with the Army, especially the Navy. You know, those Navy boys, they can get down and throw those punches. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, they can.
But the Air Force, you know that because your bonus.
My bonus daughter.
Your bonus daughter is what? Like she's like an E-26 or something like that.
She's a command master chief.
I know, like
for a flight squadron.
I think it only goes up to like E-25, and you're.
She's not an She's not even a double digit. She's a 9, which is pretty good.
She's way up the food chain. I think
she is.
I think the E thing only goes to like 10. Doesn't it go to like 10?
Yeah, she's a 9.
Hold on, look at that. Let me see. Military. See, now you got me going there. I got to figure that out because I think it only goes to 10. Military E.
She's in the highest position.
Rating. If she went one step up, she would be like, there's only one of them in the entire country. Isn't that what it is?
What?
It's like in the Army. There's one guy. There's one guy who is like enlisted insignia. I don't want to see that. Marine Corps private.
That's what it is. She's of the enlisted, she's in the highest rank.
No,
I believe this is the case.
No, I think she's second highest rank because in all the, like, for example, in the Army, there's one guy who is like has the type rating. That's the way they do it. There's one guy, and he's like the super duper master duper flooper Cooper or something like that.
It might be a non-commissioned officer that she can go into. I don't know. I just don't know.
Army
She'd be able to tell you.
Rank. This used to be on Wikipedia. Let me see. There's.
You can call her. Call her.
I'm not gonna call her.
Why?
She's a tough gal. She'd come and beat me up. Hey, she called me at 6 o'clock in the morning one morning.
When Tiffany, Kimmy was in.
I'm gonna come over.
Where was she?
I'm gonna rearrange your face.
She wasn't Bahrain. She was. I can't remember where she was at, but she was overseas, and they called her the Pink Girl because everything she had was pink.
Let me find Army rank.
What are you looking it for?
Because I'm curious. You know me. My ADD kicks in.
Well, how come I want you to finish a story, and you don't finish it? We'll just wait till next hour. But when you have a little glitch in the matrix, we have to wait, and we look at our nails. We make sure our lipstick is on right.
Hold on a minute.
Make sure.
I gotta find this. Continental comparisons. God, I can't find this.
Okay, well, let's move on.
What is... Hold it. She's in the Navy,
We're
right?
not moving on, are we?
Hold on a minute. No. I got to figure this out. What is an E9 in the... See, the Navy's different. They also are different things.
They are.
Because, with the Marines and the Army and the Air Force, the ranks are all the same, but with Navy, they're all different. Because a lieutenant in the Army she's a MCPO, Master Chief Petty Officer. Is that what that is? It says in here, U.S. Coast Guard, United States Navy.
No, she's a Command Master Chief. And I think the Petty Officer, well, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything because I just don't know.
It says,
call her.
Master Chief Petty Officer is an enlisted rank.
We're calling you, answer the phone.
Is the 9th just below the rank of MCPON enlisted rank with pay grade E9 in the United States Navy, United States Coast Guard, just above Senior Chief Petty Officer. So she's probably an MCPO. She's not an MCPON.
I don't know. Yeah, she's not a non-commissioned officer.
Yeah, anyway, she's way up there in the food chain. So
she is.
Okay, we have to take a break. We'll figure this out. We're off.
What are you laughing for?
We're off to a wild start already.
That's your fault. It's not mine.
What'd you say again?
Nope.
What did you say again?
I said it's your fault. She says that a lot about you.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
What she said.
Okay, it's 6:26.
Have you heard about Salt River Automotive? Not only are we open for business and ready to serve you, we are sponsors of the BS in the Morning show on Westplex 107.1. Check us out on Facebook at Salt River Automotive LLC. See you soon.